Shri Sunil Devdhar, Pramukh of Northeast Cell, Sampark Cell of the BJP, very senior leader of the party, Dr. Harshvardhan ji, Chandrasekhar ji, Indira ji, Shri Tekriwal, other friends on the podium, my young friends from the Northeast. How should I begin? Today is the 21st. After 3 days should be Christmas. Whether I will be able to meet you or not, let me begin. Merry Christmas to all of you. Let Lord Christ bless all of us, bless all of you. You know, I always feel at the very outset, let me begin here. There are so many misconceptions about the BJP. Some friends raise the issue of communal secular divide. But for my friends of Northeast, let me say at the very outset, we have been in power in Meghalaya, where nearly 75 to 80% are Christians. We have been part of government in Nagaland, where nearly 80% are Christian. We are ruling in Goa, where more than 30% are Christian. People have voted us. People will bring us again because people know that BJP is a nationalist party for growth, for development, for security of India, including of Northeast. Now, I was hearing about some of the comments. But Kiran Rijiju, I would say whether my friends from Northeast need to know India or not, but we Indians need to know Northeast more. I keep on studying history in India, and of late Mughal history is an area of my great interest. And how is it the great Mughal Empire could never conquer Northeast, though they conquered the entire country? That's the matter of great pride. Lakshit Bhrigupukhan, Badpukhan, the great warrior, and others, whether Emperor Akbar or Aurangzeb or Jahangir, all tried, never succeeded. Now coming to our knowledge, in 2002 when I was the Coal and Mines Minister of India in Vajpayee government, I had gone to campaign in Manipur. My friends from Manipur would recall there is a place Thamelong in Manipur. One of our BJP candidate was a Christian. He said, Ravi Shankar ji, would you mind campaigning in my area? I said, surely, why not? I was there for 3 days. I said, include his constituency also, I would like to go. Suddenly, in the evening, the security people came, sorry sir, you cannot go. You should not go. I'm like, why? It is a liberated area. And you are a minister government of India, your security would be under threat. I said, sorry, I don't want any security. I have one security from Delhi that will go with me, but I will go. In the night, the governor sent me a message, Mr. Prasad, please don't go. I said, sorry, I'm going. Next day morning, when from my hotel in Imphal, I came out to go to Thamelong. Apart from my car, there were 2 military cars in the front, 2 military cars in the back. My foot, am I going to a war front? What the hell have you done? They said, sorry sir. I had to accept because it was a command of the security forces. Harshvardhan, let me tell you, when I reached Thamelong, about 2 kilometers before Thamelong, about 200 Naga youths and boys were standing to welcome me. They asked me to get down, took me in a procession to Thamelong, and about 6,000 to 7,000 people were waiting to listen to my speech. And Sunil, you are talking of language. When I asked them, kis bhasha mein bolu, the elderly said, speak in Hindi, and the younger people said, speak in English. I spoke in both. When I came back, I told my friends in Imphal, do you know? You were telling me not to go, and the kind of welcome I have got from my friends in Tamilong, because I learned to my surprise. I was the first union minister to go to Tamilong since independence, and they wanted to see how a union minister looks like. This is the awareness. Therefore, when the Atal Bihari Vajpayee government was there, we said we need to give due recognition and respect. Therefore, Lakshit Barphukan's statue is there in Assam. It is also there in the National Defence Academy, Khadagwasla in Pune, as a great warrior of India whose warrior technique needs to be learned. Mr. Gopinath Bordoloi, the Chief Minister of Assam, the great Chief Minister, he was given the Bharat Ratna, and the Guwahati airport was named after him. You all know that. Harshvardhanji, we all need to know, do we know Kanaklata Devi, a great freedom fighter of Assam? We don't know. Do you know from Manipur, Yuvraj Tikendrajit Singh was hanged by the British forces? From Meghalaya, Kiang Nangbag, whose portrait is here, he was also hanged by the Britishers. Then we have Tirath Singh, again a royal person in Meghalaya. India needs to know Northeast more than Northeast needs to know India. I always said that. And today, friends, when I'm standing here, let me tell you, it is the BJP alone. We were in power then. We said that we need to give a special emphasis on Northeast. We formed a Ministry of Northeast under Arun Shourie, who was the Minister for Northeast. I was given a lot of responsibility in that government to look after the interests of Northeast. I have campaigned practically in the entire country, entire Northeast. And you talked of Modi ji. I had just gone to campaign in a Nagaland election. And one of my speech was in a constituency whose name I am forgetting. Was closer to the Burmese border, Myanmar border. After my speech of over a lot of young people were there. It was a great experience for me going first time in that area. When I was going to board my helicopter, 4 or 5 young men said, and it is 1 year ago, Sir, Modi ji. I was surprised, Modi ji. Before BJP could decide, my friends in Nagaland were taking the name of Modi ji, which I saw myself. Let me tell you, you are great people. Whenever I go to Nagaland, whenever I go to Arunachal, what is Arunachal? That lovely place. Abhi Chandrasekhar ji gave me the name of that village Dawn in Arunachal, Anjao, in Anjao district, where the ray of sun kisses India for the first time in the morning. Therefore it is Arunachal, Assam, Meghalaya, Mizoram, Nagaland, Tripura and Sikkim. These all areas of Northeast are the jewel of India, the pride of India. And let me tell you, not only in the field of athletics or otherwise, I see the finest diversity of India in Northeast. I remember when we used to work in Akhil Bharatiya Vidyarthi Parishad in our younger days. There used to be a program, SEAL, where friends from Northeast used to be brought in homes in Uttar Pradesh, in Maharashtra, in Gujarat, in Tamil Nadu. They used to be they were made to stay in a family there. They were given admission for a year in a school or a college, as the case may be, or sometime 4 or 5 years. And the slogan we always used to say, Alag Bhasha, Alag Vesh, Phir bhi apna ek desh. And they used to return with the same slogan on their lips, proudly being proclaimed. Today we have seen them becoming Member of Parliament, Kiran Rijiju and my other friends. But today I am here to highlight few things. And what is that? There are problems in Northeast, problems of infrastructure, problem of unemployment, problem of infiltration from Bangladesh, problem of insurgency, problem of extremism. And I salute the people of Northeast that they are suffering all this with great determination. बहुत हिम्मत है आप में, मैंने देखा है. मतलब जब भी मैं जाता हूँ, आई एम सॉरी फॉर स्पीकिंग ब्रेकिंग हिंदी, और नागालैंड जाता हूँ या मणिपुर जाता हूँ या बाकी जगह, जितनी इंसर्जेंसी है, उस खतरे को आप कितने मुस्कुराते हुए झेलते हैं. इट्स अ ग्रेट, आई सल्यूट यू. एंड आई एम टेलिंग यू, आई एम वेरी श्योर अबाउट इट, a day will come when good governance, growth, development, nationalism and the pride of Northeast will surely tell them that the path of insurgency is wrong and the path of India is right. Well, talking of infrastructure, I remember having gone to Shillong in the year 2000 in the first election campaign there. Or 99, I don't recollect the date. I told Bajpayee ji, sir, we must ensure that the Shillong-Guwahati road must be properly made. It was a really pathetic state. कितने घंटे लगते हैं जाने में? हाँ, 3 घंटे. And मुझे चक्कर आ गया, इतनी रोड खराब थी, मुझे प्लेन पकड़ना था. Bajpayee understood it. And you may recall, the expansion of that road started for the first time in Bajpayee government, and ultimately the distance was shortened and the road became good. And I am told that the condition of road is very pathetic now. Similarly, other roads of Assam, Meghalaya, Mizoram, Tripura. And whenever I meet people from Northeast who are political leaders, regardless of they being opposed to BJP, they say, आपके समय की सरकार नॉर्थ ईस्ट के लिए सबसे अच्छी थी. And today I am saying here to you with full sense of confidence, if at all with the blessings of people, and I think the people are going to bless, the BJP is going to come to power leading in the NDA and Narendra Modi ji becoming the Prime Minister, there shall be greater focus of Northeast for growth, for development, for employment and peace in the entire Northeast, I want to assure you. That is how we work. There are forces hostile to the interest of India. Recently, I learned that the Myanmar forces went inside 100 kilometers in deep jungles of Nagaland and others. We need to have peace. We need to have dialogue. And we need to firmly deal with those who don't believe in the idea of India. This is how we have to work. I don't want to make a long speech, but if you ask me what Northeast needs, Northeast needs good governance. Good governance is a big casualty in most of the states. There has to be infrastructure. I was just trying to know, you know the potential of hydropower in Northeast is how much? 40,000 megawatts. And how much is being exploited? Kiran, I am told hardly not even 5%. 40,000 megawatts of power potential is available. Only Northeast, through its hydropower, can feed power to the entire country and make so much of money and revenue. But the leaders need a vision, and the government of India needs a vision. Therefore, friends, I am very grateful that I was called today. I am so appreciative of all of you. And lastly, Harshvardhan ji, I want to compliment you. As a senior leader, you have given your assurance to my friends of Northeast who are in Delhi. And I want to tell you also, you ring up Dr. Harshvardhan, you ring up Mr. Sunil Devdhar, you also ring up Ravi Shankar Prasad. If you have any problem, I will also stand with you. You are as proud a part of India, you are as proud a part of Delhi as anyone of can be. I am not a Delhi wala, but if I can be comfortable, you can be comfortable too. Why not? That's how India works. That's how India grows. What is India? After every 200 kilometers, the speaking style changes and the food habit changes. That is the sheer diversity of India. And let me tell you, when I went to Assam for the first time as a Vidyarthi Parishad worker, The first thing I liked was the light food of Assam. Less of spices, rice, dal and sabji. When I go to Shillong, the food habit is extraordinary. When I go to Agartala, I find a different fish curry which I enjoy thoroughly. When I go to Nagaland, I equally see what an enormous kind of variety of food they have to offer. Northeast is a fine garden where a lot of flowers bloom. We in India have to ensure that that lovely garden remains full of flowing flowers, giving lovely scent to the Northeast and the entire country. Wish you good luck. Keep it up. We are with you are with us. And let me tell you, never be under any apprehension that you are an alien in Delhi. You are a part of India. You have got a right to be in Delhi. Thank you. Merry Christmas once again.